What do we got first, Lena? Who's first?
So we have Jerry Godsey from Remnant Church. Why don't you guys give him a big welcome?
Yes.
Good evening. Well, God bless both of you. You know, people ask me, is it amazing to you that you ended up a pastor? Is it amazing to you? I was a CSI before I retired. And is it amazing to you? No, it isn't amazing to me that I grew up to do any of that. It amazes me that I grew up. I grew up in South Central LA in the ghetto. Raised by a human weeble. Remember weebles? Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. My mom was a human weeble. 5'2.5" and don't forget the half inch. As big around as she was up and down, and as mean as you could possibly imagine. But she had to be because she raised 3 kids all by herself. And let's be honest, one of my brothers is probably psychotic. No, one of my brothers is psychotic. Give you an example. She bought us a dartboard. Now here's a hint from your Uncle Jer. Don't give your children little pointy metal projectiles that they can throw at each other, because that's what's going to happen. I was beating my brother Greg, and he had one dart left. I said, don't throw it. You already beaten. I'm going to go get mine. We'll start all over again. And as I walked up to the board, I felt a thunk in the back of my head, and I knew exactly what he had done. The little moron had thrown his dart, and it was embedded in my skull. So I looked at him, and he looked at me, and for the first and maybe the only time in Greg's life, he did exactly what he should do. He ran as fast as his chubby legs would carry him. So I'm chasing after him. Here we are, 2 chubby kids running through the house, one of them screaming for his mother, the other one with a dart banging it out of the back of his head. And I ran in, and he's hiding behind my mom. There's a lot of room to hide behind her. Did I say that out loud? And she said, what's going on? Now, here's the thing about my mom. She didn't really care what was going on. What's going on was code for, did you break anything of mine? Is anybody dead? And leave me alone. Magnum PI is on the television. So I literally, honestly, pull the dart out of my head and said, Greg threw this at me. You know what she said? He didn't mean to. Of course he meant to, Mom. He's a moron. You know that. You raised him. So there was no way I was going to get justice from her. So I reached right through her chubby little weeble arms, and I hit Greg in his fat stomach. I got spanked. How does a loving God fit into that? I get a dart stuck in my head, and I get spanked. Now, when my mom was going to hit us, she would use whatever was close by. Coat hanger, a belt, a Buick. When I was 16 years old, I towered above her. Standing in the kitchen of our trailer. Yes, trailer. 3 kids, single mom, living in a trailer. We were like a monkey away from a Jerry Springer episode. I looked at her and I said, you know what? Just shut up. Yeah, it didn't go well. She balled up her little chubby weeble fist and hit me in the stomach and knocked the wind out of me. When I bent over because it hurt, she took both her hands and hit me in the back of the head and knocked me to the ground. She put her little fat foot on me and she said, I may not be able to spank you, but I will kill you if you ever talk to me that way again. And I believed her. How many of you guys are married? How many of you are dating? How many are bachelors of the raptures? No, okay. I've been married 36 years to the same woman. It's 5 of the happiest years of my life. I've been telling that joke for years, and my wife got me the other day. She said, yeah, it's 5 of your happiest years, but it's only 2 of mine. That hurted. But I had to get married because, not for that reason. I had to get married. Shame on you. I had to get married because I wasn't good at dating. I chased this girl in high school. I chased her. Finally, the cops told me I had to leave her alone. She finally said she'll go out with me. Cool. So I pick her up in my 65 Rambler Classic. Don't tell me I wasn't cool. That car looked like a refrigerator tipped on its side. So I pick her up. She gets in the car. We're driving to the restaurant, and she's real quiet. And I think, wow, she's just shy. Halfway through dinner, I realize she's not shy. She has the personality of a coconut. And I told that joke in front of a coconut one time, and it was offended. I knew I was in trouble when she ordered dinner, and she ordered a taco. Not a taco plate, not a combination with a taco in it. She ordered a taco. Single taco. And then when it got there, she ate it with a knife and a fork. What kind of booger-eating moron eats a taco with a knife and a fork? I told that joke one time, and a lady said, I do. I said, well, you're a special kind of stupid, aren't you? You know, and I'm a pastor. I've been in ministry almost 40 years. And I like being a pastor. It's rewarding, and there's good stuff about it. But I will also tell you that it's kind of inconvenient sometimes. You know, people always want to tell me their problems. I don't want to hear this. My husband doesn't like me. Well, I'm not crazy about you either. Did you ever stop to think that maybe he has a good reason? That's what is going on inside. That never really makes it outside, because then you have to resign your church and go somewhere else. One night I'm in the grocery store, and I pass by this lady by the fish sticks, and she's crying. Now, people don't normally cry by the fish sticks, unless like their goldfish has died earlier in the week, or maybe the Gorton fisherman reminds them of their dead dad. I don't know. Something was weird, though. And so I really feel like I'm supposed to pray with this lady, but I'm not praying by the fish sticks. I don't think that's appropriate. So I'm telling God, I'll pray with her. I'll pray with her in the parking lot. God, I'll pray with her somewhere else, but not right here. Everywhere in that store I went, there she was. I passed by the pork and beans. She's crying by the pork and beans. Finally, I got to her by the Wonder Bread, and I can't take it anymore. And I went up to her really quietly and said, ma'am, I'm a youth pastor at a local church. Can I pray with you? Yeah, thank you. I would appreciate that. So I prayed a really quiet prayer. Lord, bless this lady. Please make her quit crying by the Wonder Bread. I pray that you'll take her fish to heaven. I don't know what's going on, God, but please help this lady. As soon as I say amen, and I'm quiet, as soon as I say amen, she throws her hands in the air, drops to her knees. Oh, thank you. Oh, I've been wanting somebody to pray with me. Thank you. Thank you. That lady is a missionary in Fiji now. Not really. I said amen. She said thank you. She walked away. I still think about her when I see the Wonder Bread. And now you will too. That's my time. God bless you.